Welcome back to We Are Startless, One Player, 10 Questions, 10 Answers, episode number 22, featuring Kalvin Kidean. I hope I spoke that one right. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, man?
I'm
Nice to
great.
meet
That
you.
was great.
Thanks
Yep.
for taking the time coming here and answer the questions and talking with me. I very much appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we jump right in. Like, first question. If you want to tell us, you don't need to answer anything, but if you want to tell us, and if not, not. How old are you
Yep.
and where are you from?
I'm 35, which I now consider middle-aged, and I'm from Ozark, Appalachia in the United States, which is
Cool.
a mountain range that extends from like Pennsylvania down towards Arkansas, kind of
It's
curves.
a very famous Appalachian Trail.
Hmm.
I saw a few documentaries. It's a nice
Yeah.
area.
It kind of peters out into some foothills right in the center of the country, and I live in those foothills.
Cool, cool stuff. Nice. Yeah. And 35 is very young for all the people I interviewed. It's surprisingly we're all a little bit older. So you one of
Yeah.
the younger guys.
I saw
But
that
it's
guy that was 57, and
yeah.
it is refreshing not to play with children on a video game. So,
We don't have much to play it. I hope it's coming soon, but yeah. And I had a discussion before with somebody else. I think it's right now it's all the older people, like more maturity, and we have more experience and stuff, and we don't really care if there's some delays and stuff, and more like investors and stuff. And I think as soon we get gameplay, a lot of younger people will join, and then it's probably gonna change all the demographics. But it's really nice. Like you meet all kinds of people, all ages.
yeah.
Let's jump into question number two. Um, I probably you're into crypto if you're into Startler. So how did you get into crypto? Like when and what was your first coin or something like? You want to tell us about that?
Well, I'm pretty new. I got in last June, and I was looking for investments, and I'm not big on the portfolio mistake, which is where you spread everything out to be super safe. I'm looking for an asymmetric bet, and crypto is just it's just the right answer. And then everybody in it was talking about what hills they've climbed to get where they're at, and everyone had basically agreed that NFTs and gaming was kind of the watchword of this cycle. So I got into a couple of games, and we're going to write it out and see if they were right. So.
Cool, cool, nice.
Mm.
That's very interesting. Then, yeah, it's a game, and you're a gamer yourself, I hope so. And would you like to tell us what was the first computer game you ever played, and what's your all-time favorite game?
Well, my first was probably Castlevania on NES.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Probably it's either that or my father is a programmer and uh he had DOS machines, and there used to be this programming language called QBasic, and they had this game called Gorillas where you had two gorillas on top of skyscrapers and they'd throw explosive bananas at each other, and you had to type in the velocity and the trajectory, and then they'd chuck the banana at each other and the wind would push it. And anyway, it was basically just a trajectory formula, and
Cool.
you had to know your trajectories. It was a lot of fun. My
That,
favorite game, oh, go ahead.
no, no, go.
Yeah.
I,
My favorite game is probably that you kind of got to look at your most formative moment, because everything's like your favorite game in stages.
yeah.
Like there's one game you're playing 90% of at one time. Like right now, I'm one of those pathetic holdouts on Overwatch. But I I think the most formative was probably either GoldenEye for 64 or
Ooh,
Ocarina of Time for 64.
nice.
I'm that era. So yeah.
Yeah. Castlevania, I played it first on my first Game Boy, and I really like, and I played a few more later on.
Mm,
There were some for PC, I think. Yeah, and the
Yeah.
trajectory games, there's still some around. I played a multiplayer one soon where you build a little base and then you shoot each other. It's kind of cool.
The
And also,
canon one.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that, and yeah, it's like worms and stuff. Probably the same. Nice.
Worms is, yeah. Yeah.
And Overwatch, I never got so much into Overwatch. I probably have less than 5 rounds. I just wasn't
It's
for me.
super hard. If you don't find someone to take you under your wing,
Huh.
you're just gonna get killed and quit, and that's the way it is.
Yeah,
So
but really interesting, nice games, and it's in the family. Like your dad was a programmer in BASIC. That's like really
right,
cool. Also,
I'm right there on the edge where a lot of people aren't digital natives, and the ones right after me are like super digital natives, and I got kind of a leg up because of my father.
cool,
So
nice, very cool. Okay, let's go to the next question. It's about the music. What's your favorite music or song artist? Anything you can tell us?
i I'm everybody always says what is it? They're very eclectic, and then they basically say some rap song that's come out in the last 20 years.
Oh,
Sorry, rock song
not
usually.
not everybody. Depends. Yeah, some.
Mostly, I'm also a bit of a cynic, if you hadn't noticed. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Uh, that being said, I don't want to say that I'm eclectic and then not give kind of a weird answer because I live in the Ozarks. I do have some hillbilly tastes. I like Willie Carlisle from Arkansas. He's a lot of fun, and I'd say my favorite music. Hmm, I enjoy pirate music. Actually, it's
Cool.
a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
interesting, you know. It's also like the what you say, the hilly music. I'm not much into it, so but I'm
yeah,
always interested to listen to new stuff and like
yeah.
it's it's cool. I
I
like
think
it.
they call it bluegrass when they're in the
Bluegrass.
cities. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have to get into that stuff. Or you have to send me some songs later. Very interesting. Nice. Cool. Next question. It's about the movies. What's your favorite movie? Or many have problems to say just one. You can say top five, top three, or you don't watch
Well,
any movies?
yeah, I think everybody's got a like a muse, like something that they listen to kind of shape their life. Movies are mine, so I've got like a top 100. That's not good. Favorite movie. If you said favorite story, I would definitely go with Lord of the Rings. The
Cool.
movies were okay, but the story is amazing. It's the most true to life
I
story
might
ever.
should expand it in the movies, in the book, into books, because many say like Isaac Asimov and like a few sci-fi
Right?
stories. Because there's some really good sci-fi which the movies sucked, or not even movies there yet for it. So it
I'd
expanded.
love to see a good version of Gateway by Frederick Pohl would be really cool. I think they did a Solaris back in the 70s.
They have
Like it was
the Russian Solaris, the
the
original one,
Russian one.
and
Yeah,
then they
it's
did
so good.
a
Yeah.
remake, the Hollywood remake a few years ago,
Yeah, with
which
George Clooney,
yeah, with
I
George
think.
Clooney, right? Yeah, but the Russian one was like also because I'm from the Eastern, I grew up in the Eastern Bloc, Eastern Germany, so I
Mm,
saw the Russian one actually when I was very young. I didn't
yeah.
even understand it because it's very deep.
Bondarchuk, it's really good.
Uh,
Yeah.
d- yeah.
And I'd say my favorite movie exclusively as a movie would probably be, well, no, it came from a play too, didn't it? Don't laugh. It's probably My Fair Lady. I love it. It's so good. So
I probably never really watched it though. It's more
it's
like
a yeah, it's a musical. It's got
musical.
Audrey Hepburn. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Nice. I should like I watch a lot of old movies, like old black and
There
white,
you go.
50s, 60s, so I should put that on the list. Cool. My Fair Lady. Nice. It's very interesting. Very different tastes. I appreciate it, you know, like the
Yeah.
variety, really cool.
Another nice thing about interviewing adults is they had time to develop their tastes.
Yeah,
You know, they don't have
not
to
just
just say what everybody's saying. Yeah.
the pop thing, what's up right now. Yeah, it's cool. And now we go to next question already about the food. What's on the menu in the Appalachians? Like
Well, we do comfort food, anything that requires butter and
I like butter.
yeah, and frying things. Yeah.
Cool.
I actually really like I like Polish food. Whenever
Ooh,
I travel into the northern part of America, there's a big Catholic community up there, and they do like Blumkey and things like that. It's just fantastic.
nice.
My first love was definitely Mexican food, and I like enchiladas.
Mm,
And the thing I found a couple years ago was Indian food, and I love like Rogan Josh. Rogan Josh is so good.
interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, nice stuff.
Sorry, that was like way too many
No,
things. I need to
it's
calm it
really.
down.
I'm the same. I can all the different like Polish food is for me like probably it's mixed with Russian something, so Yanka and stuff like I don't even know all the names for it. Yeah, but
Mm,
the Mexican food I like it too, and Indian food is really interesting because all the spices and the different.
right.
It's nice, nice stuff. Cool, nice. Right on. Next question. Very important question. How did you find Star Atlas? Like you remember, like where did you find it? Like on YouTube or on Twitter or Discord?
Yeah, I joined um so when I was first doing crypto, like most people, I researched on YouTube, found a community that was into trading, decided I didn't want to be a trader. But before I left the community, I'd rather be, like an investor, like long-term investor, instead of trying to catch trends and things like that. I'm just
Mm,
not smart enough to do the trend thing. But before I left the group, a couple of guys talked me into uh, joining them on a metaverse group and possibly starting up a business in one of these metaverses slash games. Anyway, that probably fell apart shortly thereafter. But before we got out of it, they'd mentioned Star Atlas, and the first time I saw the concept art of what was it? It was probably the drone factory or something like that. I was completely hooked. Or no, it's that one where it's like shows the surface of a planet and it's a claim like a tier 5 claim stake and it's like a circle connected by lights. That is such a fantastic drawing that I wanted to be a part of this.
cool.
So
Nice, nice. Yeah, jump right on to next question because it's related. What got you hooked?
oh
Why it was the drawing, but maybe there's more
yeah,
to
the
it.
concept art was amazing. Uh like I say, I'm pretty cynical, so I've been looking for any kind of red flag that is significant enough to get back out.
It's good.
Just
It's
because
good.
I'm expecting, the rug any second now.
Yeah,
But the more I hear about Wagner's overall dream, the more I realize he knows what the space can be. I don't know if he's the guy who will take us there or um yeah,
yeah.
but he knows, and that is further along than anyone else I've found. So that's really cool. I'm
Yeah,
in.
the vision is really like it
Yeah.
got all of us, yeah, hooked, so to say. Cool. Nice. And now the one of the most important questions of them all, your favorite chip. I guess you have some chips. So what's your favorite
Yeah.
chip?
I went out of my way to get a Pierce F4.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got good lines. At least that one, the main drawing of it, the lines on that drawing are really good. Then you look at it from a top-down view, and it's a little wide. But no, it's got punching power above its class, and it's got a cargo hold. I definitely think if you were only going to buy one ship, you should probably do an F4. That being said, it might not be my favorite. I think people are sleeping on the Agrikas. I think the Agrikas are going to be gross, and obviously not to be a basic or anything, but I enjoy the rainbows a
Oh
lot. I've
yeah.
got an ohm.
Oh, you got an Ohm
Yeah.
too? Oh,
And
nice.
if I were just trucking through on my own, the ohms have outsized hull reinforcement and speed, right? So it's kind of Millennium Falconish, right? Like, yeah, if you wanted to run cargo and just be there with your co-pilot and not give a damn when people come and attack you, then you want an ohm. That's just the way it is. So
Uh, I
yeah.
really like your approach in there. Like the design, like the looks, but then you also go deep in all the details, the modules and stuff. I really like that because then you start the theory crafting. You know what I'm gonna do with my
Yeah.
ship, and that's really
And I'll say the one with the best lines, or at least the most comfortable and familiar lines, the Calicos are just beautiful ships.
yeah.
So start voting for the MedTech, everybody.
Yeah,
Oh wait, yeah, this isn't going to be released in for a couple of weeks. Never
but
mind, I bet the MedTech's already
yeah,
out.
vote
Yeah.
for them. Yeah, yeah, cool, nice. And we went really fast. Already the last question. Your future goals, like you plan to join a guild, or you do something on your own, or you want to create some business in kind of in Startlers, or
Yeah.
what's your
I do have allegiances. I'm not sure I want to discuss them on the online or whatever, but
okay, okay,
I
interesting,
do have personal goals, and my personal goals are to run a space station where everybody feels welcome out
nice.
in the high risk zone. So very deep space nine. If you guys are looking
Well,
for a Star Atlas version of Quark, I'm right here.
and I come visit you for sure, like, cause later on I want to do all these interviews again in game with our avatars in there. So
Oh, that's brilliant.
I come in my little Opel jet, like right to your space station, and we have an interview again. That's really cool. I like that. Nice. Yeah, and hidden allegiances, very interesting. I also like that. Like most of us, like we pretty open about what we're gonna do later on, but there is a lot of things going on in the background, especially with the guilds and like the spy game and a lot of stuff. So very
Yeah.
intriguing. Very nice.
And I could just be saying I have hidden allegiances so that people think twice before they
Yeah,
attack my independent
yeah.
space
Just
station.
build your
There you go.
reputation. Nice,
You
nice,
have no
nice.
idea.
Really cool. I like that a lot. Actually, so anything we you want to add? Anything we need to know? Any shout outs or something like that?
Um, well, first off, I'd say don't drink all of the Star Atlas Kool-Aid. Uh, I love this project,
Yeah.
but yeah, they've got some pretty um, unrealistic expectations. There is going to be a lot of violence in this verse. Second off, I'd like to apologize to everybody that I'm constantly offending in the Foundation Room chat.
Ooh, I
And
haven't
I guess last of all, oh, go ahead.
I haven't noticed. Like I saw you typing in there, but yeah,
Every once in a while, like I'll start off with a fight and it just escalates because I don't know how to back down. It's
don't
stupid.
don't worry
But
about stuff like that. I had Easy here, and he went off for a few days actually, and like, yeah, it's sometimes it's like that. It's normal, like that's life, you know.
it's drama. We're just entertaining people, right? Like,
Exactly. It's good. It's good. It's a good show
yeah,
as well. Cool.
yep.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I am Bitcoin wallet number 3. So you guys found me. And my recovery phase or phrase is fast, ostendo, pickle, and
What the fuck?
you
Uh,
can go.
okay, then bye bye. Thank
No, I'm
you.
just messing. You
Okay, okay.
see,
Nice. Cool. Then
I don't know if that works. We can cut that last bit totally if you want. I was just
no, no,
messing.
no. I leave it in there.
Uh,
Cool, cool, Kevin. Thanks so much for doing this, and I wish you all the best for the future. And we see each other. And
all right.
I gonna watch you in Foundation Room more. I'm interested about who you're fighting with and all that stuff. But yeah, good,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
good,
it'll turn up, I'm sure.
good
So
stuff. I wish you a
um,
nice day
later.
and